Welcome back to Two of a Kind. I'm here with Michelle.
I feel like you don't have to introduce me anymore. The people, they know.
So what do I say?
Just what's up?
Welcome
peeps?
back.
Yeah, seriously. So let's just dive right in. Let's get into it. We went to go do some Botox today. Hence why we're the au naturel. And it went well. It's not our first time, so we know the drill. We get in there. It's like bang, bang, bang. We're in and we're out. And because we've been doing it more often now, I feel like it's faster. There's less Botox needed. I just enjoying the experience.
Yeah. No, that's why I'm wearing a cap right now, because we are like makeupless. I don't even know if that's a thing that you can't put on makeup after doing it, but I just feel like the pores are open.
Yeah.
I don't want to have makeup seeping in.
No, I don't think you could put makeup on it. I feel like don't lie down. Don't like start dabbing makeup on. I feel like if you had a brush maybe. But I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't put
Maybe.
too much.
Yeah. Now I'm like, shit, am I wearing a cap?
No, that's fine. But I'm saying like I wouldn't start like dabbing my face and all that, you know?
Yeah. No, I agree.
And look at us. Now we didn't have to put the effort into getting all glammed up, which is nice. But I wonder what this is going to look like later.
Well, it'll be the test. We're going to be like, holy shit, we look fugly as hell.
Never again. And we want to go for a walk later, so I feel like we're in the exercise mode.
Yeah.
We just did our, whatever, some cosmetic stuff.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
Yeah. No, for sure. Like, I feel like we'll be good to go.
Yeah.
Okay, so you you celebrated your 6-year anniversary.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's today. I didn't like,
well,
I celebrated it last week.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you. Well, I celebrated it last week because Steve is in Vancouver right now. So, yeah.
Okay, so when you guys go out for dinner, okay, like this is an anniversary. Mm-hmm. Are you like, you're not splitting the bill, I'm assuming? Or are you splitting the bill? Is someone paying? Like, how does that work for you guys?
Okay, it's not just with an anniversary, but I think like in general, when we go out, he'll pay.
Okay.
Unless like I'm really pushing to go somewhere and I really want to go and I'm like, I want to go here, then I'll be like, I'll treat you to it because I'm like dying to go and I want that. Then I'll pay. But most likely for dinners and stuff, he'll pay. Yeah. If I'm feeling like generous, I'll pay for like a breakfast, a lunch, you know, like things that aren't
a less expensive meal.
Exactly. Like that's what it is. And then it's like, look, I'm participating.
Yeah, I feel the same way. For anniversaries, yeah, I think he'll pay, but like we'll do like a little gift, whatever it is.
Oh, you mean anniversary because it's like a shared celebration.
Yeah. Or honestly, any random night where it's not even a celebration, but you're going out for dinner. Who's paying? Yeah. You're saying he's paying.
Yeah, he's paying.
Me too. I would say I feel like it's just like traditionally like the men pays, but I don't think there's anything wrong if the girl wanted to pay.
No, not at all. That's why I feel weird like if we're going out multiple times and he's always paying, then I'll like slip in a time where I'm gonna take care of it, you know?
No, I agree, especially at the very beginning. If someone's like trying to wine and dine me, trying to like, or like ask me on a date, I feel like I would expect them to pay.
Me too. And that's just something I'm never gonna not stand behind. Like, you know what I mean? Like
those are my expectations, and 100%. That's it.
Yeah, we're not trying to like be equal on that level. Like you'll pay when we go out, and that's what it's gonna be.
Me too. And like, I honestly, like, I'm thinking back to like the dates I've been with John at the beginning. I don't even like flinch for my purse. I'm not even trying to like fake you out, like trying to be generous with this. Like you asked me out, you're gonna pay for the date.
And the waitress knows a lot of the time, which I don't know if it's weird or not. Like they'll just like put the bill closer to him.
And I respect that and I appreciate that.
Me too. But then it's just so awkward when you want to do it once and you're like,
yeah, but I'd rather me decide to pay and have to reach over to the bill than for the bill to come to me. And now I'm like, what? I'm giving you the bill?
Yeah, then it's like you have to take it. When the bill's given to you,
you take it.
The waitress is doing us a favor by giving him the bill. It's like one less thing that I have to like make an awkward thing about.
Yeah.
She gives it to him. Perfect.
No. And like, I'll decide when I'm gonna pay, and that's gonna be like 5 dates in.
Like it could be even longer. It depends like how often you're going on those dates. Like if you went on 5 dates in 2 weeks,
if you want to hang out with me, like you're going on like twice a week minimum.
Yeah, so 2 weeks then you're starting to pay. Like no.
No, but like after like you're talking a lot and you're like doing things, even it could be more than twice a week. Like I remember when I started seeing John in the summer,
Yeah.
we were seeing each other multiple times because
100%.
it's the summer. We're like, let's go out.
Yeah.
And I think I planned like our fifth date or something. And so then I paid because like I planned something, so I knew everything that it was gonna cost,
Yeah.
like the
I
budget of
agree.
everything. Because if it was a really expensive thing that I wanted to do, and I mentioned it, I'm like, let's go do this, and then I expected him to pay. I feel like that's a little crazy.
It's bizarre.
Yeah, and it's like he's like, oh my god, we're doing this, so cool. Then he gets slapped with the bill, and he's like, oh, I didn't know it was this expensive,
Yeah.
but I did.
That's why I think if you suggest it, you have to pay for it.
Yeah.
So like, don't suggest anything.
For sure, but now I'm always suggesting because I have restaurants I need to tackle.
Yeah.
That of course I'm always suggesting.
Yeah.
But you should be paying. I did my part.
For
now
sure.
You do yours.
If you made a lot more than John, would you still want him to pay? If you went out, would you still be expecting him to pay, knowing that you make like more money than him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like it's not gonna break the bank for him.
No, I know. Just like when you want to constantly go out.
Yeah, well
knowing...
then he's gonna pick something, or like we're gonna know, like, oh, we're not gonna go somewhere expensive because.
But then you can't go somewhere expensive.
Yeah, we're gonna work on like our budget. Unless if I want to go somewhere crazy, like yeah, I would pay for it, no problem.
Okay. Because you're like, we'll work on our budget, but you're really working on his budget.
Well, yeah, I feel like you work with the person who's getting paid the least. You can't be living on this like $1 million budget when someone else isn't.
Yeah, but then that's another conversation too, because let's say somebody makes 100K and somebody makes 50K. Are you not combining finances at a certain point?
No, we're just dating right now. No.
Okay, fine. If you're just dating, fine. But like, I'm talking about you and John, like right now.
Okay, I'm so confused, but like, okay, but like
No, I'm saying like for you and John right now, if you went out and you were making more money than him, would you start paying? I'm not talking about your first date.
No.
Okay.
Like, no, that's not gonna change.
I don't know.
Anything.
I feel like if I was like very wealthy and I was dating someone not as wealthy, like there's a certain point where I want you to pay for stuff, but then I would feel like there's certain things that I want to do that I'll start paying for because like I want to live a certain lifestyle. I want to do certain things, and I understand that you don't make as much as me, but this is the way I want to live my life, so I will pay for it because I don't want to not live a glamorous life if that's what I can do for myself.
Okay, so we're talking about life or the dinner? Like I feel
even
like
a dinner, like a dinner can end up being sometimes like $400, and not everyone's gonna pay that.
No, for sure. I think it's hard to imagine because like I'm not in that position. So I'd say yeah, you're gonna budget yourself like. If we're going out for that dinner and like you're going to budget accordingly, right? For that week or that month, whatever you have to do.
Yeah.
No, like it's the same.
But like,
I think it's the same either way. Like if the woman makes less, like is she expected to pay for this? Like you have your things that you're paying for.
No, because usually I'm saying the men usually pay for things.
Yeah.
So now you make more than him. Is he still usually paying for things?
For me, no, because that's like not how like the relationship I want to be in. So like
okay,
no.
So you want to be with someone who makes more money than you?
No, but even if they made less than me, like if we're going out for dinner, like yeah, I think you're paying.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, that's just my life. Traditional. It is what it is. But even I don't mind if someone wants like if women pay on their date, like go for it. Do you?
Yeah. No, I agree with that. But then there's a certain point where I'm like, okay, I'm like wealthier, so like I can pay for things. I don't mind doing that.
Okay.
But. Yeah, I don't know. That's just how I feel about it.
No, it's like, I don't know. How do you feel about splitting the bill?
No.
That's
literally anything worse than splitting. Am I your friend?
Me too.
Like, don't split the bill.
And I think
either pay for it or don't pay for it.
Yeah, and I think on like the first date, if you're like, okay, we'll split the bill. If I said, let's split the bill to someone, I would think I'm giving off the impression that like, oh, I don't want to owe you anything and I don't want you to owe me anything because we're going to go our separate ways. And so let's just split this and like never speak again.
Yeah, if you ask to split the bill, we're not going on a second date. Yeah. And you're basically telling me we're just friends.
Yeah. And even if that wasn't your impression, now that you asked me to split the bill, we're definitely not going on the second date.
Yeah, it's so embarrassing.
Yeah. I think that's like the worst thing you can do on a date.
100%.
For life.
Yeah.
Unless you're with your friends, split the bill. But if you're with like your boyfriend, your fiance, your husband, is some guy you're interested in, someone needs to pick up the tab.
Yeah, and if you guys want to always be equal, then it's like you pay for this meal, the next is this person.
Yeah.
Like you have to rotate at that point. Just whatever you do, don't split the freaking bill.
No.
Not for me.
And I feel like in today's day and age, I don't know what it is. I feel like that's more common for like girls to now pay for dates and stuff, just because we're all like equality.
No, I think it's because like we make our own money now, so we could spend the money. Like back in the day, the men had all the money.
So true. But like that's something I'm not letting go of.
No, 100% not.
No, like that's set for life for me.
But I also think a man wants to pay for dinner too. Like I don't think we're like putting this burden on them. I think they would feel weird if you were constantly paying.
Yeah, like they would feel emasculated or something.
Yeah, and that goes back to, let's say, if you made more than your partner, I feel like they would feel weird about it. Yeah. Like they want to make more than their girlfriend, than their significant other.
Yeah, I think like once in a while they're like, oh my God, thank you. It's like a treat. They're excited.
Yeah, 100%.
But every day it's a lot.
It's a lot, but also just I don't think they would even like it if you made more money than them in general. Like I think they want to make more money. They would feel, I don't know because I'm not a man, but I can just imagine them not liking making less money than the woman.
Yeah.
Like, would you care making more money than him?
No, but I'm saying the difference, like, wouldn't be that extravagant. Do you know what I mean? Like, but no, I wouldn't mind making more money. No, of course not.
Yeah.
I feel like we both have to, like, strive to, like, be rich as fuck.
Yeah. No, exactly. I would feel the same way. I just don't think they do.
Yeah. But I feel like they would want, well, at least, like, guys should want, like, their girlfriends or whatever to have a job and be making money and
100%. That's just attractive in general. Like, please get up in the morning and like have a purpose in life.
Yeah, because I like to like make money and then like keep that, and then when I go with John, I'm like, okay, you're paying for the dinner, and I'm just like hoarding
your
all
savings
my
account.
cash.
Your savings account is going up and his is like dwindling.
Yeah, I'm like hoarding it, and I'm like, okay, like.
Yeah.
But like now that we're getting married, it's like I'm saving it for us.
Yeah. So when you're married, are you gonna join accounts?
I don't think so.
Do people still do that? I don't know.
I feel like there's benefits to joining bank accounts because like it's not like, oh, I paid for this and I'm spending more and you're not. Things like that I feel like can cause a rift in a relationship.
Yeah. Like you're seeing all the expense. Let's say you're someone that checks your bank account, whatever. You see all the costs and you're like, that's been all of them. Like I haven't been spending money.
For sure.
Then it's almost like you feel this pressure. Like I don't want them spending all the money. Like I'm going to go spend on stuff that I wanted to do.
Yeah, that's like another thing. It's like, oh, you spend $1,200. Now I want to go spend $1,200. It's like, okay, then we're going to be broke because it's not a tit for tat.
Yeah.
But I do think like we're going to have our own bank accounts. But I think like later on when we, let's say, buy a house or you have kids, like you need a
shared account.
A shared account where you're each putting in like whatever. It's like $1,000 a week. And then you're using that to pay for combined expenses.
Yeah.
But no, I feel like it's important for everyone to like have their money. Do you go out, buy some stuff, go on a shopping spree, go on an eating spree.
I also don't want you to see like this like random stuff I'm spending money on and then commenting on it.
Yeah,
like this is what I worked and this is what I'm spending my money on because I could do that. I don't need you to be like, really, you spent this on that?
Yeah, it becomes annoying. Or you're like asking. It's like, why am I asking you?
Yeah, it's like, you're good if I go out for dinner, right?
Yeah.
And like, you know, I just can't handle that.
No, I'm not a fan. But I feel like back in the day, like our parents definitely like just like combined accounts. Like I think it was the thing to do.
Yeah, and I feel like that goes back to the fact that like men were usually the breadwinners and they made most of the cash. Yeah. So it's like you had to combine accounts. They both need access to money, you know? Yeah. I agree though. I wouldn't combine accounts. I would definitely have a shared account, which Steve and I do. We have a shared account. And yet like nobody touches it because we're just using like our own accounts, but it's there.
And it's good because then you just like you're putting in and like that's going to build itself, but
exactly.
No one's spending it.
No, exactly. I think that's the way to go. And even this is like getting into a different topic. Well, like same topic, but if let's say I'm just saying the 100 and the 50K again. So
this is like the biggest discrepancy though. I feel like it's like unnatural.
Okay, so let's say 100K and you make 80K.
Okay.
Do you both put in $1,000 a month, knowing that $1,000 is only, it's like less of a percentage of his total of 100 and it's more of a percentage of your 80?
Yeah, are you putting in the same dollar amount or the same percentage?
Exactly.
I think you go percentage. Because it's like, it's going to take a bigger hit for someone who's making
Yeah.
less. I would do percentage. Like, I'm putting in, so that way we're putting in the same amount for what we make.
Yeah. So it's equal in the sense of salary
Yeah.
and whatever. I agree with that too. One of our friends does that, and I think it's super smart. She's actually the one that like basically put that in my mind. Like I was always thinking like you would put in the same amount. She was like, no, we make different amounts. I was like it's great call.
It's going to hit you differently.
Yeah, 100%. So I would do that too. It's an option.
That's like really, we're getting into like the nitty gritty of the like 50-50.
Well, yeah, that's only if you're gonna put in a bank account. If you can just both have your separate accounts and spend whatever and treat each other, that's fine. But if you're literally gonna start putting money into a different account, you have to put the same amount or percentage.
No, for sure. Right now, like John and I have nothing combined. Like we have our own bank accounts. But like if I go grocery shopping, I'm not like, oh, I spent $100, so you owe me 50. Like that's just the hit I take. He takes hits his way.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I feel like at some point you can't
But
so
once you
be
have
to the T of like the dollar amount and this. I feel like it just causes like such a like a rift.
No, 100%. But once you have that shared account, aren't you just gonna go into that shared account?
Or it's going to be used for like literally like hydro, your mortgage, things like that.
Yeah, so many things you can do.
So many things. And then, yeah, I find it's like so crazy to try to combine all that, especially when you grow up differently and then you have all like just all your investments. Oh, your accountant, my accountant's like, whose accountant are we using now?
Yeah, like yeah.
It's such a like it becomes such a clusterfuck.
Or when you're at different banks too. Like I'm happy Steve and I are at the same bank because like it just makes things easier when we have to do things like combine
I think we
stuff.
would use my bank just because he's already with 1,000 banks. I'm like, what's another one for you?
I know when you want to get all the credit cards and stuff.
But like I'm just a loyal customer.
Yeah, which honestly is starting to annoy me because I changed credit cards. And like side note, because they were having promotions with points and stuff, and I'm like, I'm gonna rack in these points when I change credit cards.
Yeah.
They're making my life so complicated. I swear to God, I call them weekly basis to be like, where are my points? Like I switch credit cards, where are the points?
Yeah, that's like annoying, especially when you're dealing with customer service, who's literally the worst.
And I think it's because I'm already a customer. They're like, this girl's gonna stay here. Like we don't have to deal so hard with this. But if I was like going to a new bank and this happened,
you make fun of me so hard because it took me a little longer, but now I don't have no issue.
I know.
I just went the normal steps.
No, I think you spoke to someone who actually worked at the bank, and I'm speaking to the customer service
yes,
head
office.
I
have like a person I speak directly to. Which you should like find someone that you.
No, I just called the number in the back of the card.
Yeah, but next time when you speak to someone, be like, "What's your name and what's your number?" And you put that down, and that will just be your contact.
But I don't even. Yeah, that's true. But
when you do get into contact with someone.
But I have only spoken to morons, so I really can't do that yet.
Yeah, it's the.
Like not one person is helpful, and I get call rage or whatever when you're on the phone.
You're like, I'm ready to hang up on you.
Yeah, and I'm like trying to be like so polite, so calm, and I'm like fuming inside. But that reminded me Monday I have to do that.
Okay. Now I'm like off topic with your.
I know, sorry, like switched deals there. We're coming back to the money talk situation. You know what I saw? Well, not what I saw, but like somebody I know, she does seeking arrangements. It's like an app where you go out with wealthier, usually older men, and then they pay for your dinner. They'll pay for like purses and accessories and all that stuff. What do you think about having a sugar daddy?
Are you like an escort?
No, you have a sugar daddy.
But what do you have to do?
I think you just have to spend like time. Honestly, I guess everyone does different things, but I think some of them just want to spend time with you.
Oh, if you just want someone to go eat with you and spend quality time?
Yeah.
Okay, honestly, I have no issue with even if you had to do like sexual acts like an escort, like do you?
No, but I'm talking about like a sugar
Would
daddy.
I do it?
Yeah, like what's your opinion on it?
Go for it.
Would you do it?
Yeah, if I just had to go like spend quality time and keep someone company, 100%. That's like, I would be a moron not to do that. That's like free money. And they give you money.
They pay you. Like you're on like a weekly salary.
Yeah, I
let's
would
say.
do it 100%.
Wow.
But I mean, not in a relationship. This is like if you're single, go for it.
I really don't think you would do it.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think you would.
Oh my God, I feel like, I don't know if like, I would have to see who this person is. If it's on an app, like, and I'm filtering through, yeah, I would do it 100%.
Wow.
What if you like meet the man of your dreams? You're like dating.
No,
And
but this is not the point of the app seeking arrangement. You can go on Hinge and Tinder and find the man of your dreams.
yeah,
like,
but will they be rich?
Maybe, but this is like the purpose. They're usually like older. They probably have a wife, and you're like the mistress almost, and he just wants to like hang out with you. You know, maybe he's from out of town, and every time he comes to Montreal, he's like, "Can we go for dinner?"
I like, yeah, I feel like if I was single, like, why not? I honestly feel like, why not?
Okay.
Yeah,
Not what I probably wouldn't, only because like I've like, who knows if they're real, but I've like DMs and stuff like, sure, and I'm just like, I would be like so embarrassed, like I'm at dinner with like this older guy. I'd feel like everyone's looking at us,
But
like
that's
so
the thing. You
weirded
said
out.
it's an app, so I would be able to like filter through who I'm going on these dates with. Like, I wouldn't want to be meeting with a serial killer.
No, it's not serial killers, it's just older wealthy men.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just feel like everyone would be like looking. I would feel judged, honestly, and I probably wouldn't do it.
For sure. I feel like people judge, but I feel like there's like nothing wrong with that. I feel
No,
like
there's
it's
literally no there. I'm not saying there's
it's-
anything wrong with it. There's
No.
nothing wrong with this. I'm just saying like I personally wouldn't be able to.
I feel like if I was single, yeah.
It's like I want you to be single for like a day just to see if this happens.
No, I feel
but-
like you have to be single for a while to like get the courage to go do that. Like, you're gonna be like,
Yeah, but I'm just saying I need to see if you would actually do it, because I 100%
Like, I
don't think
don't-
you would do it.
oh my god, I feel like it's like,
You've been single before.
I feel like I've been on dates with like literally so many people, like just like for first time dates, and it's
Yeah.
literally like they're like people my age, and I'm like, oh my god, I want to leave. Like, I just don't even want to be here anymore. So like,
Yeah.
I don't see the difference of like, oh, I'm going out with someone my age, not getting anything for it, but I'm gonna go out for a dinner. Like, you can have like a great night just because they're older.
That's
The fact
you're
that
missing
they're like
the point.
cheating on their wives or whatever, that's different. Like, you wouldn't know that, so that's like a little side note.
It's not just going on a date and spending time with someone. It's literally you're going on a date and getting paid in return, or you're getting a bag in return. Like, I'm saying,
Yeah.
it's not just like, oh, I went out with a date with a random person. What's the difference? It's like you're literally like you're
No, I
going
get
for
what
a
you're
reason.
saying, and then you're getting paid for it.
Yeah, I'm just yeah.
I feel like
Okay.
I'm like okay with that.
Oh my god, we should yeah.
Like, that's never crossed my mind to do it, but like,
Yeah.
yeah, I would. If like the situation presented itself, why not live a little?
For
There's
sure.
so many
I would
people
love
that,
to
like,
live
go on dates like that, and like, it's like you're doing that, like, and you're getting your bag.
100%. I would love to hear the stories.
Me too.
Or the gossip.
Me too. I would love to hear a good story
Yeah.
about someone though that didn't have to like have sex later, like nothing like sexual, just like.
No, somebody I used to work with, like, literally had the app, and she got, like, her first date,
So
went to the
how
Apple
did
store.
How'd she like it?
She likes it. It's just, like, in her personality, though. Like, it's just not my personality to do that, where it's not a negative thing. It's just her personality. Like, and then she would tell me about it. She
Yeah.
got, like, a nice purse. She got her first pair of AirPods. This was, like, a couple of years ago,
I
so
find
it's
it
more
like
new.
crazy how like there's guys out there who like get off on that. They want to do that. It's like, why do you want to do that?
They're just bored. They want to, like, hang out with a
But
young
they
girl.
must know, like we know, that this is just transactional. Like,
Yeah.
we're both going to this knowing that nothing's happening, nothing, like there's gonna be no relationship after. So it's weird that they're just ready to spend this on you.
I know. But
They're
imagine
going through some issues, that's for sure.
going through some issues, and they probably just have some cash to spend, you know?
I would love some fuck you money to just take someone out and buy them a gift.
Buy myself a
Honestly,
gift, like,
their
literally.
their love language is gift giving.
No, 100%.
They're like, I need to do this.
Yeah.
They're gonna feel good about it.
100%. Literally, I love getting gifts, but I don't think that's my love language. Like, when someone gives me a gift, I am the most awkward. Like, even if I want it and I love it, I'm just like, oh, wow, thanks. I have no excitement over it. I'm
Me
so
too.
monotone.
I'm very like just monotone.
Even if I've been wanting it for months and then you finally get it from me, I'm just like, oh, wow, amazing, thanks.
Yeah, me too. I'm not like, it's just because we're not like high energy people, like so like bubbly and like loud, but I feel like some people, they receive a gift and they like put on like a little bit of like a show.
Yeah.
We're just like, thank you.
Yeah. Literally.
Except like, that's like if someone's just like giving me a gift unexpected, but like if it's like my birthday and I know John's gonna get me a gift.
You put on the show?
No, but like
Oh.
it's just us two, like you know what I mean, like we're
Yeah.
so normal with each other.
Yeah.
When you give gifts, are you guys like, it's our for birthdays, we're gonna put a budget of like $100, or is it very, I'm gonna spend what I want, you spend what you want?
With Steve, we would put a budget, only because like from the get-go, we had like goals that we wanted to hit, and we wanted to buy a property and like to save up money. So it was just easier to be like, we're not going to start spending like we've been together 6 years too. So it's like, what, you start at like, let's say $100, and then every year, like obviously you'd spend more.
Yeah.
So I'd have to spend like $1,000 now. Like it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So we cap it. And also like,
and then you're getting a similar gift in price.
yeah. I mean, we've both gone astray from the budget from time to time, like depending on what we know somebody would really want.
Are you like sad? Let's say you get him, I'm just gonna say like AirPods because you know he wants, and then he got you like a book you wanted to read.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Yeah. I actually don't mind spending more on his birthday and stuff because like we previously mentioned, he pays more like on the daily for me. So it's like, oh, if my gift ended up being more, like it's fine.
Yeah.
Because then we'll go out for my birthday and you'll take the bill, you know?
Yeah, but you'll go out for his birthday.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh
but
my
just
God,
in general,
go out for his birthday, the waitress
Yeah.
gives him the bill. You're like, oh, cool.
Yeah. No, I think it's good. Well, for us, we do like talk about it less now though. I feel like now we just have goals in mind. So the gift giving is not something top of mind.
Yeah.
What about you guys?
No, we never said. I feel like we kind of like, like around like something that you're going to spend, but we never said anything. I feel like he's more like extravagant with his gifts, but I also say things I want, or, like just in general, and I feel like he'll take note of it. Where he never says anything he wants, or he'll just like buy it. Like one day, like something arrives at the door. He's like, "Oh yeah, I wanted this."
Same.
And I was like, "Oh, I could have got you that."
Yeah.
Once actually, like his last birthday, he like was mentioning things that he wanted, and I was like writing in my notes. Like every time something
You're
popped
prepared.
up, literally by the time it was like approaching his birthday, he already got so many of the things. I was down to one thing that he mentioned that he didn't get.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I'm guessing getting this.
At least it was easy for you.
Yeah, but it's really hard because usually he's like, I don't know. And then it's like, but I don't even know like where to even begin.
That's like me though. I feel like he never knows what to get me because I'm always like, I don't know what I want. Like,
no, I'll give you something because I rather get something I've chosen than to let you just ballpark it and me be like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, no, 100%.
I like someone to tell me to.
I love when someone tells me
like,
exactly what to get. I'm a bad gift giver, so you have to tell me exactly what you want. Steve has sent me like links before.
Yeah.
Being like this, I'm like, purchase.
But sometimes it's simple. It could be like, oh, I want like a new pair of sneakers. At least you're giving me something and like I can go pick a sneaker.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, you can return it. But at least I know something I'm getting. But I don't know, and then the sky's the limit. It's overwhelming.
Yeah, I've said that before. Like shoes, clothes, like give a realm of stuff, and then he has to nitpick on exactly what it is.
Yeah. But me too. Like I feel like birthdays I spend a little more.
Yeah, there's like occasions you can splurge.
Yeah, and then the other ones it's like, okay, whatever.
But your birthday's also before his, so it's almost like he's never gonna get you something that's like thousands of dollars, and then you're gonna be like, oh, I didn't know, and I got you this.
But even if
it's like you kind of, one person's birthday, you kind of know like what the.
So you're saying I'm lucky that I'm first.
100%. You always want to be first.
Yeah, so true.
Yeah.
The worst is when you start dating someone and then there's an event.
Their birthday holiday. A month later, and you're like, what?
Yeah, it's a holiday, and then you have to get them something, and you're like, okay, it's been a month. Like, I'm not getting you a real gift, but we have to acknowledge the celebration somehow.
You just go for dinner. It depends how far away from the date is. Go for a nice dinner, like treat him, treat her. That's what I would do.
Yeah, flowers.
Bake a cake.
Oh, yeah. Dessert and flowers, you can't go wrong.
Can't go wrong. For him, yeah. Dessert, go for dinner.
For me, dessert, go for dinner.
No, literally.
Or, yeah, like it's simple. But it is like stressful. You're just like, oh my God.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
Yeah, it's just like brainstorming and you're just like in a whirlwind. Thank God that didn't happen when we started dating.
Me either. It didn't actually. There was like so much time.
Yeah.
By the time it comes around, it's like,
I remember
I'll get you a
our
real
friend
gift.
that happened to her, and she's like, "What do I do?"
And we said
like,
bake.
Yeah, and she did.
And go for dinner.
Yeah, when you bake, it's like it came from the heart. You know?
You're like, look, I put effort. I bake a cake for Steve every year on his birthday, and he looks forward to it.
Yeah, now he expects it, and you're trying to like outdo yourself every year.
No, I try to do something where it's like that year he spoke about something or was really into something, and then I do that. Like when he was really. The carrot cake and the banana cake, like top.
Yes.
I made a banana cake and it had the cream cheese icing. Not only did I layer it with the cream cheese icing inside this like dense chocolate chip banana cake, I then jarred the icing because he's obsessed with icing. And then at every slice, he was able to like lather it on like a thick layer right on top. I was like, wow, I outdid myself.
I remember we had it too. I think
I doubled it. Yeah.
So we can have some at home. Because I remember the carrot cake. It was literally like a 4-person job with baking this freaking carrot cake.
I know, it was intense.
And we didn't get to try it.
I know, I like took it.
We're like, bring us back a slice. And like, that was never to be seen again.
Because then it's like, everyone takes it. It's like you bring it to an event. It's
gone.
You're
not taking a piece home for yourself after.
No, you bring it with one slice missing. You're like, I kept one at home.
Yeah. No, it's a little crazy.
I forget what my love language was now. Because I think
I'm definitely, I like receiving gifts, and I think I like acts of service.
I remember I did it here and you did it for me.
Yeah, I think I was like, sometimes it's not just like one, you end up being a couple because it's so close.
Are you and John similar?
No, he's very like words of affirmation, physical touch.
So insecure. I'm kidding.
No, he just like wasn't loved as a child.
Okay.
No, yeah, that's him, and I'm like the opposite. But then it's like you end up, this is like your love language, but you end up like giving love how you want to receive it. So like we both give each other things that like
you don't need.
It's like that's not what I need to feel like loved in this relationship. So it's just like it becomes a mess.
Yeah, I forget what mine were. I don't, but I feel like
we could do it after.
No, that took forever. We're not doing it later.
Wait, you didn't put in your phone? I remember we like.
I did, but it was like A, B, C, D, and so I just have letters. I don't write the final thing. But I think mine.
I actually saw on TikTok today that there's 2 more love languages that came out.
I can't. It's too much.
I didn't watch the entire video to find out because I'm like, I don't know. There's 5. It's a lot.
Yeah. I think Steve and I would be pretty similar if I'm not gonna lie.
What are yours? Acts of service?
Acts of service and I think physical touch.
Okay.
I love a gift. Like, I'm not gonna say no to gifts.
Yeah. No, that's the thing. You end up liking everything. Yeah. You don't just want one thing. You need like.
No, but I'm really not a gift giver. Like, I am not a gift giver.
No, but love language is how you want to be loved.
It's how you. Oh, okay. So why is that in one of them?
Gift receiving. Like you like to receive gifts.
Oh, okay. Yes, I do. But I don't think
that's not the word for it, but it's like that you want to receive it.
Yeah. No, I think it's good though as a couple. I guess not in love language way, but just like personality wise to be kind of opposites, you know?
Yeah, I feel like you would just clash otherwise.
It'd be so much if you do like you're like the same. It'd be like, can you just like have a different opinion?
But I feel like you notice that in couples when they're like too much of the same, they become like, they're just like so obsessed with each other, just them two. Like I feel like you know a couple that it's just like they're each other's worlds because they're both the same and like now that's all they have.
Yeah, I'm so not like that.
No, but
and I feel like I'm with someone that's different than me and it's great.
Yeah.
Our lady that did our Botox this morning, wow, really coming full circle.
The lady, call her a doctor.
The doctor, sorry, she is a doctor. She was saying, she's like, you have to be with someone different than you. Yeah. And I was like, preach, 100%. She's like, I would not want to be with somebody like me, and everybody shouldn't want to be with someone like them.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't either. I feel like that would like cause a lot of like fights.
Yeah. No, 100%.
Even though I feel like we're similar and like I like to hang out with you, so like why wouldn't I want to hang out with someone?
Yeah. But it's kind of nice when you're talking to someone and they see things differently and you're like, oh, I didn't see it from that perspective. Yeah. Or like you have like almost not a debate, but it's like you have difference of opinions. You can like communicate different sides and ideas. Where if we always think the same, if we're like the same vibe, it's kind of annoying.
Yeah, then you're not getting any like new perspectives, new opinions. It's just, you're in your bubble.
Yeah. No, that's literally what it is.
Yeah, you'll be in like your secluded.
Yeah. Going back, because I want to just talk, because we were talking like about money and stuff. I know Quebec doesn't have prenups and stuff, but what is your take on them?
Well, from like what I know from law school, like there's no prenups, but if you wanted to put it in a contract and sign it, like we're gonna call it a prenup, but like it could just be a contract.
Yeah.
I'm into it.
So you wouldn't be insulted. Let's say somebody's like, here, you have to sign this before we get married. Would you be insulted?
Okay, but the thing is, like, today, if someone makes you sign a prenup, like in Quebec, it would be that they don't want to share I don't even know what they would not, because
Their
like,
previous stuff.
but you wouldn't be able to touch that anyways.
That's why I say not Quebec. 'Cause Quebec's
Yeah,
weird.
like if I didn't live in Quebec, would I be insulted? No.
Yeah, I don't
I
think
feel
I
like
would either.
if it's like your inheritance, if things you've had, like you shouldn't have to share that.
Yeah, I agree.
And
I would probably make someone sign it too if I had things that I didn't want to share with them.
yeah,
you know?
exactly. No, I feel like it's so normal, and I feel like it's like sometimes dumb when people don't do it.
No, there's prenups. Like I know Larsa Pippen, she had to sign a prenup, and she would only get even the money that he made during their marriage. She would only get after 10 years. Like once
Yeah.
it dissolves, so you can put that in the prenup too. Like anything I make, you can't touch
That's
in
the
our
thing.
marriage.
You can legit make it anything you want.
That's crazy. Imagine someone's like, we're gonna get married. Here's a prenup. You can't touch what I have, and for the next 10 years, like my money's my money. Obviously, like he buys stuff for her, and she lived this great life, but that's hardcore.
No, it is really hardcore, but I think you would still get like if you still end up getting divorced, like you're still gonna get alimony. You were still married. You're just
For
not
sure.
getting his like actual like
Salary is not
and
being split.
things like that. And like
Yeah.
honestly, it's like, oh, you're gonna marry someone like wealthy enough that they're gonna make you sign a prenup. Like, okay,
Yeah,
I'm
please.
In. I'm in.
I want to sign a
I
prenup.
really want one.
Yeah.
No, I feel like it's like I think there's just like everyone gets a bad taste in their mouth when it comes to that for some reason.
No, I don't. Yeah, I don't understand either.
But it's like we're not living in La La Land where we think like nothing could ever happen. Like there's always something that can like arise. So why
Yeah.
not? But it would be different if like you signed a prenup and it's like now this person's like really not paying for anything. Then it'd just be like, wait, what's happening?
Yeah.
Like
No,
I feel like you have to like live as one.
Yeah, because from Amanda and Kyle from Summer House, when he wanted her to sign a prenup, she was taken aback. She was like, "What?"
But I get that. Like he started his own company. Like
No, I think he should have.
Yeah.
Even though she works there, it's kind of
did
weird.
she end up?
No,
but
they
she's
never
an
even. No, they never even did it.
Yeah, but she's
It
an
was so-
employee to his company.
Yeah, but I'm sure she has like some stake in the game. Like,
Oh, I don't know what it is. Like,
yeah, but I don't think she did in the end. I feel like it was
You-
so late that he brought it up.
But you can sign like a postnuptial, so it's after you get married, but it's gonna be from then on.
Yeah, I don't think they did that either.
No, but it's definitely an option. Yeah, I like the idea of it is actually like it's securing, you know?
Yeah, no, I agree.
But for like Quebec, there's really no point because what you make during your marriage, you have to split,
Yeah,
and what your inheritance, you don't. So
yeah,
it really makes no difference here.
it's crazy. We always do things differently here.
And literally, a lot of the times we're like, wow, Quebec sucks because of all these rules. And then sometimes you're like, oh, that's smart. Like, I feel like when it comes to like,
But like you said, you can put anything in a contract, so people could make their own prenups, whatever.
yeah.
It won't be called a prenup. You just write up the
But
contract.
that's the thing, like in Quebec, like there's like, what are you going to put in there that's not already law?
Yeah, but you could say what I make in this marriage, you can't touch.
No, because
you
you can't go
can't?
against that. That's like all public.
Oh, okay. Thank God we have a lawyer in the house.
Yeah. Well, not a family lawyer. So if anyone wants to contradict me, feel
Write in
free
the
to say-
comment. Comment below.
comment below.
Okay, yeah. It's weird vibes.
Weird, but smart. Wow, Larsa Pippen, good for her.
No, it got dissolved. Like they've been dating for
Yeah.
they got divorced after 20 years, so she didn't she got half.
And 10
basically.
years is actually like a good amount because like if you put like 2 years, you don't know if like this guy or this girl is just gonna try to like wait it out for the 2 years because that's not
Yeah.
so long. But 10 years is like a big chunk of time that I don't feel like anyone's gonna try to just get married to get some money from you.
No, for sure. I was talking, it was whatever with people, and we're saying like, imagine
I don't want to say their names.
whatever. We're talking about like winning the lottery. We're like, we just need to win the lottery. It's like we actually have to play the lottery to win the lottery. And then it's like, okay, so you won the lottery now. It's like, who are you telling? Do you know
I
what
don't
I
think
mean?
you tell anyone but like your friends and your family.
Yeah, but then are they like?
I think if I
They're
won
ju-
the lottery, I think I wouldn't give money to my friends, but I would like buy them a gift, like an expensive gift,
Yeah.
whatever. But then I think I would give money to my family because it's just like do whatever you want with that.
Yeah, I just wouldn't want to tell them how. Like my parents, yeah, but there's a certain point. It's like I don't want to tell you how much I got because you're always gonna want more. It could be like, but you want 50 million. You're
I
giving
think
me
it
one
becomes like public information though.
with your name.
I don't know, but usually they're like, oh, some girl in Manitoba, some guy
For sure, I
in
can be-
Texas.
Yeah,
Like they say something. I don't know if they say their names.
yeah.
But yeah, then they're like, that's all. That's all
Yeah,
I got?
that's the thing. It's like becomes crazy.
But winning the lottery would be really cool.
Oh, 100%.
Would you
but
share that with Steve?
100%.
Okay, you just like, even if you want it.
But it would be like we want it.
Okay, I agree. Like, I feel like if you're with someone, especially if like you're married and someone wins, like you just, it's together.
Even if I wasn't married and I won the lottery, I'd be like, Steve, like we won the lottery.
Yeah.
Like I'd be like, you have to go back to your day job, but I'll be chilling at home. Like, no, we're team things.
No, that'd be like crazy.
Yeah. Also, I was talking to one of my coworkers and we're saying, because she's married, and we're like, if he was so rich that he told you, like, I don't want you to work anymore. Like, I got this. Like, don't work. Would you still want to work? And she's told me, yeah, because she's like a workaholic. But
I was gonna say yeah, only because I think you would be
so bored.
Like in our life now, I'm not saying like when you have kids, because I'm sure that's gonna occupy time. But right now, like, what are we doing?
But I wouldn't want to work and stress to make money almost. It's like I'd want to work to do something I like and like spend time doing something.
Do what you're doing now?
Yeah, I would. But I'm saying like some people don't want to do their 9 to 5 job anymore.
Yeah, especially if you have a demanding job. Like, let's say like a doctor who's like working the night shift. Maybe he's like, okay, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah, but it's like you have to spend your time doing something. So go work somewhere, do something, and do something you like. But spend your time doing something else, you'll literally be bored. For like maybe a month, it's going to be a highlight that you're just at home watching all your shows.
That was when I was in between jobs. It was like,
yes, I
oh
remember
my God, best time of ever. And then I was like, I'm literally so bored. There's nothing to do. You catch up on all your shows. There's no good TV.
It's not even that. You realize you can't hang out with everyone because everyone's working. You're like, everyone's doing these things, going to work, getting up in the morning, and you're like sleeping until 11.
I actually never slept in. And it was good that you, like some of my friends worked from home. So I would just go chill, but everyone would be working and I would be bored.
Yeah, but at least you had some company.
It's the company.
Yeah, but I would love if somebody told me, no, I want someone to tell me I don't have to work and me decide I'm going to work anyways.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Be like,
I want the option not to work, and then I decide. Like right now, I'm not deciding to work. Like I have to work.
Yeah, but I feel like at some point in your life, this is like our age now, but like in 10 years, maybe you would feel differently.
In what sense?
That like you wouldn't want to work. You're like, okay, I've been doing this for so long. If you have a family, you're like, I'm chilling now.
Yeah, I know. Like when my sister-in-law like had a baby, and like just thinking the fact that you get off work for so long and then you have to go back, it's brutal.
It is, but I feel like in today's day and age, you need like a 2-income household.
You do.
Everything's so expensive, and especially if you want to live, you don't want to live like paycheck to paycheck. You want to like enjoy your life, so you need like more than one income.
Yeah, everyone has to work. Everyone has to bring in the money.
Yeah, it's like we want to like go on a vacation and not be stressing when we come back.
Yeah, 100%. Imagine like living paycheck to paycheck is literally the most stressful thing ever.
Yeah. No, John and I now, since we're going to be going on our honeymoon, we're like, okay, we're going to just like save up this amount of money. So then we're just going to like spend that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we'll have like.
I guarantee you guys are going to have to spend more than what you're budgeting for. Because then you're there, you're in the place, you're like, I'm only here once. Like, fuck it, let's do this, let's do that.
No, I think I'll tell you after like what our spending budget is. But I think like if we went over that, that would be psychotic.
Okay.
But that's also, I guess, because like we're going to Europe and they say like, which is like crazy. They say like if you buy like designer stuff in Europe, because of the VAT, you get like money back from the taxes. Yeah.
But do you have to register for that? Like what is that?
I think when you come back and you're going through like customs, but then you would have to like
declare it.
You have to declare it. So I have to figure that out.
I don't know, but you have to tell me if there's good shopping there.
Yeah, because like I saw like if you buy a designer bag and then there's like VAT, so you get refunded.
But by the way, that video that you showed me, that was always in US dollars.
Yeah, and like it was, even if it was like she converted the euros into US dollars and it was still cheaper in Europe than it would have been in the US.
Yeah, I think it is cheaper
like
there.
Even if like I know we're talking euros, but if she took like it was a $3,000 euro bag, if she converted it to the US, let's just say it's 4,000. In the US it was like 6,000.
Yeah.
Like it was still made it worth it.
Yeah, and then the taxes and stuff.
Yeah, so I'm saying actually if I was like deciding to buy like designer things, then okay, I would have to go over my budget, but I'm saying just for me to like enjoy the vacation without buying a designer bag.
Yeah. I feel like people always spend more than what they want. Like even when
And
we
it's
went on
literally
vacation,
all on food and alcohol. Because, like, what are you doing?
Yeah, it's like you're walking around and you didn't account. You think you're only gonna eat like lunch and dinner, and then you're like eating snacks of the day.
Yeah, it becomes expensive.
Yeah,
And that I will pay for, because the good thing about when you pay for something is you get the points on your visa,
yeah,
which makes it all worth it.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't want him to be paying for everything, and I'm like, oh, I'm not getting like any points, but like I'm gonna, especially on vacation, and I'm gonna e-transfer you like some money because we're spending so much in like a 3-week span.
Yeah, you guys can like share the
the expenses.
especially if it's a big budget. Like you might just want to put on each of your visas anyways.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
I'm excited. Let me know about this bag situation.
Yeah, I need to look into it. I have a month. I need to figure out what the whole refund is, what I have to do for that.
No, but people always say like go to France, go to Paris for the designer stuff.
And then, but if you have to declare it, like you're gonna pay back the taxes that you thought you saved, unless you don't declare it.
Yeah, you have to.
If you're trying to smuggle something in.
Yeah, literally.
I don't know.
I know. I'm sure everyone does that. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
We'll see. Money situation is always an interesting topic.
Yeah, honestly, and it's a touchy subject, and we were just like freely, openly talking about it.
It is touchy because I feel like people like
so protective even of their salaries. I'm like, no, if we're all working together, we have to talk about our salary. Like, what are you making? What am I making? Am I underpaid, overpaid?
No, but I feel like guys get touchy if a girl's like, oh no, I want him to pay, or like I want to be wined and dined, and they get like, oh, like she's this type of girl, like, oh, she, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, no, like that's just my like standards.
Yeah, literally.
You know, like that happened once with like a friend of ours. Like someone said like she was high maintenance or something, and it's like, but why is that a bad thing? Like she wants something in a relationship, and that's her expectation.
And she's telling you, and if you don't like it, like, see
yeah,
ya.
Yeah, like, oh, that's not for you then, sure, but like it's gonna be for someone else.
No, I'd rather someone think I'm really high maintenance bougie than not, and then I'm like I'm just like, you're disappointing me like left and right here.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah.
Think I'm bougie and high maintenance and don't talk to me because you don't want that.
Yeah.
Then you think I'm like some like chill girl.
I heard someone say like when girls are dressed more casual with no makeup, they're more approachable to men because they seem like they're less high maintenance.
I believe that.
And so when a girl's like all dolled up, like she becomes more intimidating because like now you're like, oh, she's gonna expect me to spend a certain amount, to be a certain way.
Yeah. So we're more approachable today.
Yeah.
That's what's going
the moral
on.
Of the story
I kind of get that too. But
Yeah.
then also if it's the other way around, if I see a guy not put together, I'm not thinking like, oh, he's like low maintenance, that's attractive. I'm like, oh my God, get your shit together. Like, can you look and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't find it the same.
Me neither.
I like somebody who looks like so put together.
Me too. I like a good styled man.
Yeah. And then for myself, I really like not being put together. And then when I put together, I'm like feeling myself.
Yeah, everyone's like, whoa.
Yeah, literally. You put makeup on?
Mm-hmm.
Anyways.
That's my life.
That's our life. That's our show.
That's our show. Thank you for listening. If you have any comments about relationships, money, sharing, any input, feel free to comment. And stay tuned for next episode. Bye.